Hello everybody! Today I'm going to be talking about the 24 books that I want to read in 2024. Some of these I got for Christmas, some of them have been on my TBR for ages, some of them haven't even come out yet. So I'm very excited to be reading these books. I really want to get to most of them and hopefully I can. First up, I am so excited to read House of Flame and Shadow. It comes out on Tuesday. It is Wednesday, so that's about 6 days away. I'm about a quarter of the way through my House of Sky and Breath reread, so I'm so excited for that to come out. I really want to read it. I'm hoping it's really good. If you know what happened at the end of the book, then you know it's been a long time awaited cliffhanger, and I'm so excited for that to come out. And then second, we have Magnolia Park's Into the Dark. I'm so excited to read this one. I loved Magnolia Parks and I love Daisy Hates, and I only recently read them, so I'm happy that I haven't had to wait for ages to read what happened after the also very large cliffhanger that we were left on in Magnolia Park's Long Way Home. Now we're going to do some of the physical books. So first off, ones that I recently have got. I really want to read Icebreaker. I'm planning on reading this one on the plane to Melbourne. I am going to see Taylor Swift in Melbourne. Everybody, I'm so excited. I love Taylor Swift. I'm so excited. I'm going to see her Melbourne night 1. If you're gonna be there also, let me know down below in the comments. I'm literally so excited. So I think I'm gonna read this on the plane to Melbourne. I've heard great things about it. As I said in my Christmas haul, I really want to read it. So there's one. I also kind of want to read Divine Rivals on the way back. Both of these, Icebreaker and Divine Rivals, are quite short and I feel like they'd be quite easy to read. So I want to read them on the plane. This one apparently is just so cute and I really want to read it. And I've heard many great things about it, so I'm very excited to read this one. Then we have Happy Place by Emily Henry. I have not read any Emily Henry books, but I've heard mixed reviews. Some people I know don't like them and some people I know do like them. I think they're more like literature instead of romance, but I'm still excited to read this one. Next, I want to get to these 3 in the Addicted series. I want to get to Thrive, Addicted After All, and Fuel the Fire. I have only got these 3 and then The Long Way Down and Some Kind of Perfect. So I've got 5 books left in the series. I'm really enjoying this series and I like that I can kind of catch up to it whenever I need to. I don't have to rush through it. It's not majorly cliffhangery, so we don't need to think about the cliffhangers on that one. And then we have Saving and Redeeming 6 by Chloe Walsh. I really want to read these. I love Johnny and Shannon. I love Joey and Aoife. I love, what's his name? What's her name? What are their names? Bixie. No. I've forgotten their names. Her best friend and his best friend. Gibbsy and Claire. I love Gibbsy and Claire. I've just forgot their names. Which also brings me to wanting to read Taming 7 when it comes out. I really want to read that. I will be so intrigued about Gibbsy and Claire's story and what happens in there. And hopefully it's less of a repeat of Finding 13 and Keeping 13, like I know Joey and Aoife's book will be, but that's okay. I also want to read Nightbane, which is the second book in the Lightlark series, but everywhere that I go they only sell it in hardcover and my Lightlark copy is in paperback. So I don't really want to get a hardcover to match my paperback because that'll be annoying, but I do want to read Nightbane. I actually really liked Lightlark. I don't know if it's because it was a good story or if because I read it after Powerless by Lauren Roberts, which also brings me to wanting to read Reckless by Lauren Roberts. I didn't love Powerless, but I want to know what's happening in the rest of the series. I think I just didn't love it because it got so much hype on TikTok and then it just was not what I was expecting at all. But I'm going to remove every single one of my expectations for Reckless, so hopefully I'll enjoy it more and I won't have bad expectations of it. Then I want to read The Fine Print by Lauren Asher. I've wanted to read this one for ages. I've heard good things about it. Ooh, the writing is quite small. That's a bit scary. My book pet peeves. I hate small font. I despise small font. I despise small font, and I absolutely hate long chapters. If a chapter is more than 10 pages, it will put me in such a slump of reading the book. I don't care how interesting it is, even if I'm loving the book, I do not want to read 10 plus page chapters. It's just not for me. Then I want to read A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab. I read the what was it called? The first book in the Our Dark Duet. That's the second book, but I read the first book. I forget what it's called. But I read that one when I was about 14, I want to say. And I really enjoyed it. Never read the second one though. And then I've recently read The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, and I really liked that. So I want to get to A Darker Shade of Magic because I do like V.E. Schwab's writing. So hopefully this is good. I've had this on my TBR for literally like 5+ years and just have never gotten to it. So hopefully this year we can get to it. I want to start reading more like sci-fi-ish, fantasy. Like, don't get me wrong, I love my romantasy, but sometimes I just want a little like fun little book. Then we have Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo. I have also had this book on my TBR for like 4 years, but have just never gotten to it. I think I started it and only got a few chapters in, so we'll want to reread this. I really want to read the Six of Crows duology, but I want to read this as well, so I don't want to spoil the ending of the trilogy before I read the duology, if you know what I mean. But I've heard that this Six of Crows is way better than this, so I just need to push through this because I've heard that this is a bit slow, so don't know how that will go. Then we have If He Had Been With Me by Laura Nolan. Again, I got this for Christmas, so it's only a recent purchase / gift / add to my TBR, but I really want to get to this. I've heard only good things about it, and I've heard that it is absolutely heartbreaking, so I don't know how it's gonna go. I think I'm gonna cry my heart out, but I still really want to read this one. Then we have To Kill a Mockingbird. I've had this as well on my TBR for like 5 years, but I'm just not really a classic reader, and that is one of my goals this year, is to read more classics. I'm going to start with this one. My best friend has read most of it and she actually enjoyed it. I think it'll be easy. It's a bit of a smaller one, so it won't make me want to tear my heart out like Pride and Prejudice has. Then we have A Curse of True Love. Again, just want to finish the trilogy. Only a new addition to my TBR, but just need to get it out of the way, finish it, and hopefully it's better than what I've heard, because I've heard that it's not great, but I'm not going to go in with expectations. Then we have Thanks for the Memories by Cecilia Ahern. She is one of my instant buys. All my books from her are from the op shop, but I really enjoyed them. I really enjoyed P.S. I Love You, The Book of Tomorrow, The Marble Collector, love Rosie. I love Cecilia Ahern. I love her literary fiction. She's so well written, and I love that. Oh, a bookmark. Apparently I've started this. I don't remember anything of it. I love her style of writing. She's just an instant buy for me from the op shop. I love it. I really want to get to this one. Then we have Illuminate by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. I have had this on my TBR for years. I've got the whole series, I just have never read it, but it's always intrigued me, like all the pages. I've had a flip through it. This page is my favourite. I think it's called The Scream or something, but it's like all little words to make out the picture. I really want to get to this, I just haven't yet, but I've heard good things about it, and I really liked the Nevernight trilogy by Jay Kristoff, so there is that. Hopefully we'll get to this year. Then we have A Clash of Kings by George R.R. Martin. This is the second book in the Game of Thrones series. I read the first book. I've seen the whole TV show, which is why I'm not the most interested in getting to finish this, but I still want to read it. But they're just big. That is a big book. And the writing is small and it's not floppy, and it's okay. We will get to it. And the final 2 books that I want to read this year that I don't own is The 7-Year Slip and Serpent and the Wings of Night. I really want to read The 7-Year Slip. I've heard it's just like a cute little romance, so hopefully I can get to that one. Hopefully I can order it on Amazon or it comes out at Target. Guys, Target was bought by Kmart. I'm so sad. I love Target. I love Kmart too, but Target just hits somewhere in me. I just love it so much, but it got bought out by Kmart, so I'm a bit upset. But hopefully Kmart / Target comes out with The 7-Year Slip, or even Big W, because I really want to read that book. And then I really want to read Serpent and the Wings of Night, which was out at Kmart and I just never got it, which I'm upset about because I could have paid $12, not $24 at QBD or Dymix, but it's okay. So those are the 24 books that I want to read in 2024. Hopefully I can get to all of them and get some of these books off my TBR, even though some of them have been on there for 5 years and some have been on for 5 weeks, but that is besides the point. I really want to get through my TBR. I've written down my physical TBR. I don't know if you can see, but there is a lot. Where is the mouse? There is a lot. Oh, there's only 85. It's not that many. Let me guys know if you want to see my Notion. I'm so proud of it. I love it. You know, if you would like a bullet journal tour, I love my bullet journal. I love my Notion. I love my organizing and all that stuff. So if you guys want to see that, let me know down below. Like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye.